Hey guys, Derek here. Welcome back to the channel, or welcome for the first time if you are new. We are back to watch the season finale of Skeleton Crew, and I am very pumped. We ended last episode with Jod and the rest of the gang being taken underground to the vaults of Ad-Atten, where there's just millions and millions of dataries, just a ton. And then he drew his lightsaber on the kids and their family, and then end credits. So, presumably we'll pick up immediately after that because that seems like an important event. So before we jump into this, if you end up enjoying my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. But other than that, let's jump into the season finale of Skeleton Crew.
Emissary, how can we thank you?
What? How can we thank you as he ignites a lightsaber?
Jod Nanawud at your service.
Are they in any trouble?
No.
I'm afraid they are.
Oh, how dare you, Jod?
Ad-Atten and its safety should be your top priority.
I take full responsibility. Thank you again.
Just impales her.
Let's go.
Perhaps young Fern here would like to accompany me to meet the supervisor
It's a hostage.
and learn something about duty, responsibility.
Of course I should accompany her.
Certainly. I'll take special care of both of you.
How dare you treat Gully like that? Holding her mother hostage? And her? Gully doesn't deserve this. She's a nice girl. Damn, dude. It's like a retro air fryer.
You are in big trouble, mister.
No, Dad, that's not what I meant.
If you don't get assessed, how are you going to have a career?
Dad,
How are you going to be part of the great work?
there's a lot more to the galaxy than the great work.
You think I didn't want to just take off and meet a Jedi and...
He's not even a...
Be careful.
I saw places out there that made me get how good home is. It's just... There are certain people from out there who want to ruin it.
Well, that's what the supervisor's for.
Come on. Supervisor is probably a robot.
Hello?
The supervisor is just a supercomputer. Yeah, no one's been up here in a long time.
Is that Undersecretary Farah I see? One of my most dedicated citizens.
We knew it was a robot.
You're ruled by a droid?
Yep.
As decreed by the great work.
And I see a new face.
I am Jod Nanawud, emissary for the Republic and Jedi.
Greetings.
It's a trick.
Now, as emissary, I need my other ship, currently in orbit beyond the Great Barrier.
Why doesn't your second ship simply land as you did?
You ask too many questions.
Because it doesn't have clearance,
you
because
need
it's
to
a
do
pirate ship.
Is obey.
Your other ship may land if you can clear up one tiny detail. You see, the last message from the Republic stated that all Jedi were traitors.
Order 66.
Which are you lying about? Being
Oh, no.
an emissary or a Jedi?
He's a pirate trying to invade the Mint!
As I suspected. Seize the imposter.
Alright, Jod, let's see what you can do.
Drop the weapon, or you will be stunned.
What are you doing?
That's not the whole droid. You didn't kill the supervisor. That's just his eyeball. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. You killed the whole droid?
What have you done?
Turn. Bring your mummy up to speed.
Damn, dude. Supervisor controlled everything.
Barrier override.
You can't.
You no longer issue orders here.
No, this will destroy the barrier. It's essential to our survival.
Well,
I don't want to destroy anything. I just want to land my ship. We'll take our fill of credits and we'll go. You'll never see us
Will
again.
you,
No one will
though?
get hurt.
He's lying. He's gonna stay, and he's gonna...
ooh, little feisty little girl. That evil little face she just put on.
Mom, don't tell him.
I'll show you.
I can't blame her.
I've seized control of Atatin's systems and cleared the frigate to pass through the barrier. Get down here and begin the invasion!
It'd be so funny if it didn't work and the ship just exploded.
Dad!
Don't worry, it's just a power outage. Looks like the whole block's out.
Yeah, but now he can speak the truth.
John's a bad guy. He's lying. He didn't save us. He's trying to get us.
Yeah. Put your running shoes on, Pops. We got a dip. That's crazy. Oh, look at that little dog. Of course, Neil's in the bubble bath. That thing looks crazy. Damn, we're firing on the citizens? Come on now. I don't know about all that.
Power's out, Dad. It's not gonna work.
Okay, then we'll go on foot. Somewhere safe.
Oh, we can't just run away. He's got fur.
Leave that to the
The
safety
safety
droids.
droids that are all off? No. No one knows what's going on but us.
Dad, we gotta step up. Bitchin'.
Hover bikes still work.
No hover bikes. You kids go home. It isn't safe.
Shut up, father.
Blast off, call the real good guys, and beat the pirates. But we
Yeah.
gotta hurry. Okay, let's do this.
Haul ass, brother.
No, win.
That father is remarkably unattentive.
Hey, Wimp, come back here!
Put your running clothes on, buddy. Who the hell is that kid? Give me that bike.
We are stopping this right now!
Dad!
Yeah.
Mom, we're reading this? Stay hidden. The pirates are landing. But don't worry, we're getting help.
Why are they landing in the neighborhood? They should be going down to the mint. They did a horrible job of staying hidden. Listen to your children. Through the shortcut! Take the shortcut through the woods.
We need cover.
Yes! Over the jump, baby. Let's friggin' go. I knew it.
Aren't we heading right for that giant cliff thing? Gotta go full throttle.
Burn rubber, kid.
Wait, I'm heavier than you!
Eh, you're not gonna make it. never mind. Fatso Pops made it.
Dad, come on! This way! Are you crazy?
Hey, that's cover though. Destroy your school. Neil.
I'm okay. Just keep going.
Whew, okay.
There's so many pirates. I think the ship's gonna need cover.
How are we gonna get the ship cover though? Yeah, look at all that money, boy. You guys should just leave.
Dad, isn't the ship the best?
You kids know how to fly this thing?
Hell yeah. KB's an expert pilot. Oh, the landing gear.
Try it again.
We gotta get that shit off.
All the power relays are routed through the supervisor's tower.
Can you turn them on?
Son, you are talking to a level 7 systems coordinator.
You bet your tiny ass you can turn them on.
I'll take off as soon as you power the clamps.
Neil, how's that cover coming?
Hold on. I'm almost there.
Oh, the giant gun! Neil! Yes, boy, get it.
The barrier was supposed to protect you from this. It was supposed to keep you safe from the galaxy.
And now we have to do something.
Get off your ass.
Yeah, the galaxy's scary and dangerous.
Everybody knows you're pretty, but time to get active.
Everywhere we went. Even the worst places. There were good people too.
Ain't that facts? Ain't that facts?
Okay, so what's the plan? See those droids over there?
They got guns. Can
If
humans
we
use
can
them?
get one of their blasters, we could stun Jada and then burn.
He'll shoot you.
That's why you need to create a distraction.
Start
You two.
stripping.
Stop scheming.
Use your feminine wiles.
Citizens of Ad-Aden, I have taken control. If you follow my orders, my men will show you mercy. If you defy me, punishment will be severe. You all now
Work for me.
work for me.
I wrote this show. Serpentine! Serpentine! Smart. But still, serpentine. Interesting. Whim. Use the force.
I called the X-Wings. It's over.
He's lying.
I thought the barrier jammed all communication.
Not if you have the crystal of the founders that we discovered, guarded by an ancient warrior.
Shut the fuck up, Whim.
Quite a tale.
I'm just giving you a chance to surrender now, because the
Ancient
whole entire
warrior.
Jedi army is on their way.
Oh, brother, he knows all about the Jedi.
The Jedi are all dead.
Wait, but that's just what they want you to think. Wim found the crystal a long time
He was
ago,
there.
and he's been working with the Jedi to lure you here and trap you.
You need to work on that story.
Yeah. It's not great.
Baby, we got it!
I can't believe that worked.
Yeah, baby.
You brought your dad.
That's called fatherhood.
Do not do that again. Everyone where I can see you, come on. Now, now, now.
Fern's dipping. Or not Fern, KB dipping.
KB, how are you flying that thing?
Because she's a bad bitch, that's how.
Hold me steady, girl.
Yes! 33's alive! Excuse me, what? Oh, the turbo laser. I was like, what? Keep firing, Neil. Never mind. Never mind. Probably a good thing you got out of there.
Kim, do you read me? Pirates are attacking our planet. You said to call you if we needed help.
Child, you found your way back to Atat?
Yeah, obviously.
Can you send your friends in the X-Wing fighters?
X-Wings. I'll contact the New Republic. They're the greatest pirate busters in the galaxy.
Hell yeah.
They're gonna have to find some way to get through the barrier that's hiding our planet.
Hey, don't shoot our cool new ship.
I got the message through, but I'm hit. I'm going down.
Look at what you've done. Go look.
Do we have escape pods?
KB, are you all right?
Yeah, Mom. Fixing it.
Come on, KB.
She'll never make it.
Show them how it's done, baby girl.
You've got this.
Come on. No! There wasn't an explosion. We're fine. We're fine. We're fine. Gully, chill a minute. There was no explosion. We're Gucci.
Didn't need to be like this. Doesn't matter who you call, they can't get through the barrier.
They can if we take it down.
That can destroy the barrier.
This little girl's an incredible actor.
Bert, we can't! Bert!
Hey, ease up there, Tonto. Use the force swim.
Wham! Don't you touch that.
Be brave, Wim. Forgo all attachments.
You're no Jedi.
Yeah.
You lied. And now, the real good guys are coming.
They're good guys. No one's coming to save you, boy. Grow up! That's not...
Just because no one came to save
When I was
you.
your age, all I cared about was not starving. I was living in a hole in the ground, and a Jedi found me. She may have been desperate and ragged like me, but she told me I had potential. And that was...
That's all he needed to hear.
She only taught me a little before they hunted her down, and they made me watch whilst they killed her.
Don't be the
That's
same.
the galaxy. It's dark, with a few pinpricks of light. And for those, I'll kill who I need to kill.
Wim, you gotta be that pinprick of light. Be a real hero.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
I mean, you do want to enslave the
I want to
population.
damage this wonderful planet. I want you can all go back to work, making credits. You can all carry on exactly as you were before, crafting the one thing that
Buddy, what you doing?
means something in this galaxy. Cold,
hard credits.
Just got a cold hard fist right to your jaw.
Wim, get the lightsaber!
Right side up this time. Jump. Jump in the air. Kick him when he pulls it towards you. Kylo V reimagined.
Mom, please!
Get off your ass, you smoking hot woman. Get active. You're goddamn right. What if it didn't work? Yeah, I mean, he still has the Force, so good luck. And a gun. Really? Interesting. Look at all those stars, baby. None of these people have probably ever seen any of these. Hey, let's go! Ooh, we got freaking B-Wings in here.
Lock ass foils in attack position.
Here we go.
Good night. That is so cool. KB's fine. There wasn't an explosion. She's Gucci. KB's a bad little mofo. You gotta trust her.
Dad!
I feel kind of bad for him. Pretty solid crash. Hey! Told you KB's fine. Pick up some of that money. No explode. We're fine. KB strapped in. Seatbelts. She's gonna slide down on a pile of money, literally.
KB! KB!
KB's golden.
Oh, KB!
Yeah, because KB's a bad bitch. Let's fucking go. Ah, what a champion.
Did we win?
Yeah, yeah!
Yep. One of my better landings, that is.
Yeah. Okay. You should move out of the way.
Come on, you don't want to have a little adventure just to get crushed at the end. Come on, let's go.
Hey, little guy.
Come on.
Hey, Wim, looks like you don't have to take assessment anymore.
Yeah. You're a Jedi now. He knows what he wants to do with his life. He wants to be an X-Wing pilot. Join the New Republic. He's going to be on that one planet that gets destroyed at the beginning of Rise of Skywalker. Or not Rise of Skywalker. At the end of episode 7. That's no moon. Laser. Oh, wow. No way. Well, let's at least watch the end credits, because these are fun. There's a lot of unanswered questions still. Skeleton Crew. They get their own little screen on the game. Okay, that is the season finale of Skeleton Crew, and I actually really enjoyed it. I thought it was a lot of fun. There's still multiple unanswered questions. You know, what's going to happen with Jod, if that's his real name, Captain Silvo? Like, when they went down in the elevator, he just kind of stood there and watched his ship crash. Like, we don't know what's going on with his fate. We obviously don't know the fate of the planet after this. I assume there's going to hopefully be a season 2 or maybe beyond. I don't know. We know Wim finally knows what he wants to be. You know, he doesn't have to take assessment anymore. He has seen the galaxy, and he's seen what heroes look like up close and personal. And he wants to be that. He wants to be a hero. And in this case, the heroes for him were these X-Wing and B-Wing pilots, you know, fighters in the New Republic, right? So I think Wim is going to try and join the Republic. That would be cool if we found out that Wim was like a fighter pilot in one of the sequel trilogy movies. I don't know what the time frame of this show is in relation to the sequels. Does this take place after the sequels? I'm gonna Google that real quick. Okay, so according to Google, Skeleton Crew is set 5 years after Return of the Jedi. So generally kind of around the same time as like the rest of the Mandoverse shows, which means like flippin' Wim could be like he could be a legit like starfighter pilot. He could be an officer in the New Republic by the time the sequel trilogy movies start. He could be on one of those planets that gets blown up. Like, they're gonna tell us eventually, they're gonna be like, see this background character in this scene? That's Wim. And then it's gonna cut to 3 seconds later as the planet just gets eviscerated. Like, it's gonna be heartbreaking. But no, I really enjoyed this episode, right? We start off with Jod, obviously kind of like really controlling the atmosphere. He's controlling the whole situation. He's got everyone being watched. He's got Fern and her mom with him. Like, he's really controlling everything. I was right about the supervisor being a droid, because of course it's a droid. like they're not gonna let a regular person be in charge of that. They're not gonna let things be determined by the whims and emotions of a regular individual. It has to be a droid. I like that the droid also was kind of capable, though, because he's like, okay, you say you're a Jedi and you say you're an emissary. The last message we got said all the Jedi are traitors. So which one are you lying about? And it's like, oh, damn. Like, and I assume maybe that means that, okay, so it could mean a couple things. It could mean that Jod was just unaware of the message that got sent out about Order 66, so that makes me believe he was never actually part of the Jedi Order. The way I interpreted what he mentioned about his teacher was that a Jedi, some Jedi from that time period, survived Order 66. And while they were on the run, they found him, and they kind of took him in, helped him out, saw that he had Force capabilities, taught him how to use the Force, taught him how to use a lightsaber, things like that. Kind of similar to, you know, Obi-Wan teaching Luke how to do these things. But then, after a little bit, they got found out, and then the Inquisitors, I assume, killed her in front of him. And I don't know how he escaped, but he did. And so maybe he didn't know that she was killed for being a Jedi, or I don't know. Because otherwise, or maybe he just didn't know that this planet had received the message about Order 66. That's a possibility as well, given the fact that the planet has been hidden and secluded for so long. It's reasonable to assume that like maybe they hadn't received that bit of communication, right? So I mean, he could have been a Jedi in the prequel era, like a Padawan maybe. And so when he says he's a Jedi, he's just assuming they hadn't heard about it yet, right? Just because they're so locked in and secluded. But Supervisor, smart enough to be like, hey, which one are you lying about? Like, either I'm gonna kill you or I'm gonna kill you. Like, figure it out, buddy. And I don't know how this worked, but Jod stabs his lightsaber into the eye of the droid, and I assumed that whole big thing was the droid. I assumed that whole big half dome was the Supervisor, and he stabs just its eyeball, just the eye socket, and it takes everything down. Like, everybody and their mother loses power. And man, like it's so interesting because he's like clearly trying to like maintain control of the situation while everything is falling apart around him. He's got his crew coming down, taking everyone captive, but he's not enjoying it. He's like, listen, I don't want to hurt anybody. I don't want to hurt you people. I want you to continue doing your jobs, living your life happily as you were before. Like, in his ideal situation, literally nothing about their lives changed. They just continue to do their job and make credits, but instead of just stockpiling those credits down in a vault, they just give them to him. Right? Like, that's just what they do now. But his crew is a little too violent, and the kids are just a little too rambunctious, so gotta figure some stuff out. But the kids getting on their speeder bikes, doing jumps through the woods to get to the tower, that was great. Getting the power back on so KB can take off and alert the Republic, that was great. The acting performances from these kids has been excellent the whole time. Moments from previous episodes being called back was great, with Neil activating the turbo laser, with KB really getting in sync with 33 on how to fly the ship, with Wim and Fern really working together well to kind of, be awesome, right? And being assertive enough to just get stuff done when they need to get it done, and reaching their parents, like two of their parents that really either weren't listening to them when they would try and say stuff earlier in the season, or just like didn't really know them much at all. In Fern's case, like, they really just surprised them and took control and like saved the day. The the thing where he's like, the dumb little story they told where they're like, he's been working with the Jedi the whole time. We found a crystal in the woods guarded by an ancient warrior. It's just like, Jesus. John was like, are you kidding me? Like, no, this is not a real story. Shut up. But hey, they did what they needed to do. They scraped by from the skin of their teeth. It was excellent. And freaking little Gully's scream of anguish when she thought KB died. Oh, but it's fine. She's Gucci. There was no explosion. If there was an explosion, then we can be concerned. But there wasn't an explosion, so we're fine. 33, alive and well. That was freaking excellent. Just so many freaking good things happened in this episode. It was excellent. I really, really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun, high octane, somewhat emotional, and somehow I left this episode still feeling a tiny bit bad for Jod. Like, we didn't ever like see his full backstory or anything, but we get a little bit of a hint of it. of, you know, why he lives the way he lives and does the things he does is because, you know, no one came to rescue him. And the one person that did rescue him was murdered in front of his eyes. And from that point, he's just been jaded and had this, like, negative view about the galaxy. But inside of him, there is just this, like, this sliver. Just this, there's a sliver of goodness and hope. And, like, he hasn't turned to the dark side for the Force. Like, he uses the Force like a regular person. So there's a little bit of good still there in him. He's not a completely bad person. I think things, like, he's greedy for sure and self-centered and is willing to hurt people if necessary. But he, in his ideal situation, he doesn't want to hurt any of these people. Like, he wants it to be a peaceful transition. And you can tell he actually did care about these kids, because there was a couple moments in there where he could have shot these kids, and he was just like, I don't want to kill you. Like, please stop making me do this. But yeah, it was great. I enjoyed it, and I'm very curious to see what's going to happen with him next. Freaking, these kids are loaded now. This whole town's got so much goddamn money. I would have been picking that cash up off the ground, brother, stuff in my pockets. You know, because even if they get this cleaned up and everything goes back to normal, relatively normal, you know, you could set yourself up pretty nicely if you just, you know, they're not going to notice a couple thousand dataries missing out of the trillion that are down beneath the planet. Like, good luck. You're golden, pony boy. Just put those in your pockets. It's great. But yeah, I hope the show gets a season 2. It was a lot of fun pretty much throughout the whole season. Just a fun, quirky little Goonies-esque show. I'm really hoping we see more, because I want to see these kids grow up. I want to see them mature and improve. I mean, they weren't bad actors either, but I want to see them, like, really grow into who they are as actors, and I want to see their characters grow and change, and I want to see them develop in that way. But then I also just want to see, like, what happens. Like, I want to know what happens to Jod. I want to know if Wynn becomes a pilot, if Lil Fern Gully becomes the ruler of this world. I don't know. I want KB to become a badass bounty hunter pilot. I don't know. Like, I want cool things to happen for these children. And so I'm pretty excited about the possibilities of where this could go. I know that in terms of, like, viewership, this wasn't, like, a massively viewed show. I think it got less viewership than The Acolyte, which I think would make this the least viewed Star Wars show. And it was somewhat expensive to make, so it doesn't spell good tidings for a potential season 2, but I think the positive reviews will carry it over the edge, because, you know, part of why The Acolyte got canceled is because, you know, it got a lot of mixed reviews from people. You know, a lot of people really, really enjoyed it, but then there was a lot of people that were really dedicated to not enjoying it before it even came out. And it was expensive. It was like really expensive. So, you know, makes sense. But this show, mainly from what I have seen, has received positive reviews, like really positive reviews. So if we can get more of this, you know, sometimes you have to do that. Like, I know that the streaming services nowadays are so gung-ho to cancel something if it doesn't work out perfectly, or it was expensive and didn't get enough viewers. Sometimes you have to just put a little bit of faith into that show, into that property. Make 2-3 seasons, you know, if you have to tone down the scope a little bit. Like, these shows will find viewership. that's how it works. They will find viewership. You just gotta be a little patient. You gotta be a little patient. Don't be like Netflix and cancel everything after one season because it's not the biggest mega hit that has ever hit the platform, right? Like you gotta give it a little faith. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed the season overall, and I am bummed that there's no more Star Wars for a couple months now. But the next thing that we are getting in the Star Wars universe is Andor Season 2. Oh, brother. If you're unaware, I watched all of Season 1 of Andor on the channel, so if you're interested in seeing reactions to that, super easy to find. You can find them on the channel. I'll link them in the description. But Andor Season 1 was, in my opinion, the best thing Star Wars has ever made. I hold it in a higher regard than Empire Strikes Back. You know, it's top shelf. Like, given just how topical it was when it came out and how topical it's gonna be even further as we enter into the new presidency, like it's so poignant to what we have going on now, and it's just it's so good. It's so good. I bawled my eyes out watching that show. Like, it is incredible. And so I'm super stoked for season 2, and it's only a couple months away, so I am super pumped. I think that's all I have to say in this video, though. Definitely let me know what your guys' thoughts on this episode, this season as a whole are. I'm very curious to see how you feel. Otherwise, if you enjoyed my reaction, please leave a like on the video. It means a lot to me. If you're new here, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you're notified when I upload. And then if you want to see the full uncut version of this reaction, consider supporting me on Patreon or joining YouTube memberships. You just sync up your own copy of the show and you can watch along with me. Again, thank you for watching. It's been a grand old time checking this show out with you guys. But other than that, I will catch you guys next time.